Welcome back. You're watching the trending burning question. The pictures from Bengaluru today has been the single biggest headline. The pictures of the vandalism, the rampage, the protest by pro-Kannada groups on the streets of Bengaluru while breaking everything in their way, while questioning why Kannada signages were not seen in place of English signages. In a city like Bengaluru, which is India's IT capital, here's what happened, and there are many questions that arise about intentions, about handling of the situation, and much more. Take a look.
We are looking that the pro-Kannada organizations are storming to the other sides of the roads. They're in fact going towards the main road as well. You know, look at them. They're going towards the main road as well with additional police running behind them too. So it's completely chaotic. They have moved past the police security. They moved past the police security out here with hundreds of them going by as well. Even as the police have blocked one tranche of the pro-Kannada activists out there in jeeps, in cars. They're just taking the police over here by complete surprise. There's an ambulance passing by. Look at these people not leaving the place. Look at them not giving space to the ambulances. They're not even clearing out there. And the police are completely shell-shocked at the sort of behavior that is being displayed by them. And looks like, all of them have passed through the security cordon now and are marching towards the city, even as hundreds of protesters are being detained. Argument out here. This is a heated argument out here between the establishment and Karnataka Rakshana Vedike out there. They're trying to assault an employee. So no, you're looking at them. You're looking at them right there on the screens. You're looking at them that they are trying to in fact go ahead and vandalize them. Go ahead and vandalize the property. The police are out here. They're trying to control. Hundreds of these pro-Kannada activists are being dragged and detained by the cops as well. So you can clearly look at it. So these were the people who had gone inside the mall as well. So simultaneous infiltration from the back gate as well as the front gate too. And now slogans are being called out against the government of Karnataka and stating that they should be downed.
Joining us on the trending burning question this evening are Madhu Rao, spokesperson of the BJP, Chandan Gowda, Professor ISEC, Bengaluru, he's live from Bengaluru, and Sumant Siraman, political analyst, live from Chennai. My first question is to Sumant Siraman. Sumant, see now, the allegation here is, Sumant, of course you can't, nothing and nobody can justify the vandalism. It was not required. The state was caught napping. Prime areas, for example, I'm in Bengaluru right now. Prime areas like the airport road, for example, was choked. MG Road, Brigade Road, Level Road. Now, these are central, like prime locations in Bengaluru where they went on a rampage, complete rampage, right? There is an allegation that such behavior, right? And while I'm not questioning the intent, I'm questioning the action. I'm questioning the action. And I'm questioning also whether there was a deeper intent perhaps to create a north-south divide. Now that is the allegation some people are making, that there is an attempt to create a north-south divide. And with the state being ineffective, silent, ineffective, does it raise questions in your mind when you look at these pictures?
Look, first of all, what happened is completely unacceptable, Ranjan. I'm getting feedback, so can they please rectify that? But the point really is that the Kannada Vedike has had a free pass, whoever has been in power in Karnataka. That is the sad part. We have seen them extremely active every time there is a Kaveri agitation on the water release to Tamil Nadu. We have seen them be aggressive in terms of indulging in hooliganism and vandalism at the time of language related issues. Somewhere there was a Hindi name board on the metro, and these people will go and paint it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it is the responsibility of the state government to maintain law and order, and they should have anticipated trouble and they should have acted faster. There is no doubt about it that it is the responsibility for what happened today lies squarely with the state government for allowing so much of vandalism to happen. Having said that, these kind of protests are, who gains by fanning a north-south divide? Who gains by fanning a language divide? These are questions that we need to ponder about. Parties that are inclusive never gain from all this. It is only those who divide people on the basis of caste, on the basis of language, on the basis of religion. Those are the political parties that stand to gain from such actions. So we need to really ask ourselves who stands to gain by these actions, and thereafter try to see who is sponsoring, or who is there a hidden hand who is sort of pushing these people into the protest mode.
Sumant, you'll be surprised if I tell you or hint at the political hand. You will be surprised, but that's another debate. I will not get into that. I will not get into who backs or who backed the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike politically. I will not get into that. That is another debate. You will be surprised because you use the words inclusive. So that is why I will not get into that. But I will ask Chandan Gowda a question. For example, Chandan, there is a rule.
It has to be debated openly.
There was a notice sent out.
Why are you shying away from naming whoever? If you know who it is, then you have evidence.
Okay, I am not shying away. I am not shying away. Okay, let Madhurav take that question. Madhurav, you asked Madhurav from the BJP. Madhurav, are you backing the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike? Are you giving them political support? Why are you smiling? You ask him.
No,
the question. Why are you laughing?
No. The question which was posed by you. The question which was posed by you made me laugh because Suman Siraman, I don't know if Suman Siraman is a senior guy. Is he acting as a spokesperson of the Congress party or has he been stuck in the crossfire between the talks? I really do not know. But having said that, the point is this.
He's not a spokesperson. He's not a spokesperson, but he's anti-BJP. I can tell you that much. Yeah.
But look at the vandalism which is taken today. I think it is horrendous. I think it should have not taken place, point one. And BJP, 1 minute, let me finish. BJP believes in territorial nationalism. And of course, Kannada is a supreme language in Karnataka. Now, having said so, now the intentions of the government, you were talking about the actions of the government. I am also questioning the intent of Siddaramaiah government. The question is simple. What have you to do in the law and order space? You are supposed to control and manage these people. Don't tell me that the government did not know about these things. Am I to understand that the police is so much not knowing about as to what actions to be taken, or am I to understand the government was with the protesters to go and vandalize the shops and establishments? I really don't understand. I mean, there is a clear intent from the Congress party. There is a clear actionable plan from the Congress party, of course, to create a divide and to give a diversionary tactics because of the fact there have been law and order issues which have been taken place right from the installation of this government, right from 6 months. Look at the situation where we are, friends. Look at the situation. 450 farmers have died. Look at the law and order situation. And the police commissioner doesn't even have a clue as to what is happening. I mean, is it not stage managed?
So a government.
Okay, let me ask a question to Chandan.
Who will then, they are responsible for law and order. So they will do it to get a bad name for themselves. Wow.
I will tell you, Suman. I will tell you why. I'll tell you why. Good question. Let me answer this. You know why Mr. Siddaramaiah and the Congress government has done this? To deflect from what Shivanand Patil has told, to deflect from the guarantees, to deflect from the fact that 450 farmers have died, to deflect from the fact that there is a current issue, there is a power issue in Karnataka.
No. 1 minute. How can you say deflect from guarantees? How can you? No, 1 minute. Madhu. 1 minute. Sumant, hold on. How can Madhu? No. No, you can question the government, Madhu. Madhu, you can question the government. Sumant, 1 second. Madhu, you can question the government on handling of the situation, but you can't say they're trying to divert from guarantees. Come on. You also know they rolled out the 5th guarantee yesterday. Okay, that's the headline. They've rolled out the 5th guarantee. I want to ask the question to Chandan. Hold on. Chandan hasn't spoken. Chandan hasn't spoken. Give him a chance. Chandan hasn't spoken. Let him speak. One sec. Hold on. Let Chandan speak. He hasn't spoken. Chandan is not violent like you. He's very silent. Hold on. Chandan, there is a notification that goes out that the licenses can get cancelled if 60% signboards are not in Kannada. Okay, 60% signboards should be in Kannada. Right? Now, they could have implemented it. They could have given some time. There was a better way to handle this. It's all about handling. See, in areas like, for example, for those who know Bangalore or Bengaluru, like areas like MG Road, Brigade Road, Level Road, like heart of Bengaluru, there were activists vandalizing establishments and their signboards, and there was no policeman to be seen. Chandan.
Two very, very quick responses, Niranjan. I simply don't think the Congress is behind it for the simple reason that they have been trying to build brand Bangalore for the last 6 months. Every minister is happy to be in a high conference, inviting investment, etc. The last thing they want is for something like this to happen, which will completely not allow them to go ahead with that exercise. One. Secondly, there's a lot of confusion in this matter. See, please remember, Niranjan, in India, anyone can go on a rampage fairly easily. I mean, our law and order machinery is not what we see in Western countries, and you and I know that. Let's not pretend that, oh my God, it's such a secure place. How could this happen? Indian cities are not secure. Any city, I would say, is open to having something like this happen. I'm not at all saying this is a point of being, for feeling complacent about it, but this is a point to be noted. Because the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike said they would take a peaceful protest, it's possible that the police took them at face value. And what's happened is not what they had expected to happen. Be that as it may, on this question of signage, the BBMP commissioner gave ample time. He gave time until end of February for all shops to change their boards. I think it's sufficient time. So therefore, this vandalism, it was not required. Yeah. They said it's a peaceful, it has gone unruly because the police attacked them is the version that they will give you. And I'm not, maybe they're right. I don't know how things panned out initially. Now, on the question of commercial signage, Niranjan, it is a 15-year-old issue. The Act, Commercial Shops and Establishment Act was amended in 2008 to say signage must have 60% Kannada. And that Act was challenged, the amendment was challenged in the High Court, and the High Court did not uphold the challenge. But since then, the state government should have passed a separate law for this, which they haven't done. So now, but this issue was simmering. By the way, the issue of Kannada on signboards is at least a few decades old. On and off, you had activists attacking, blackening boards, etc. Clear rules, are being formed in response. But I heard the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike president say something which I think is correct, that some shops have mostly English signs and a small Kannada equivalent in a corner somewhere. But many shop establishments do have it properly done. But the very, very real fact is many establishments said they weren't aware that this existed. And I believe them. I think there's complete unclarity. Some shopping establishments know about it, some don't. So I think the window of time is important. But those who knew about it have slighted Kannada. This you and I can vouch for all these areas you mentioned just now. You just take a little stroll for you to see that English is the preferred language. And if you're saying north-south, it is not the north-south. It is the English signboards that are being challenged. And so, I think we need to get a good grip on this matter. Not at all to defend what they're saying, but I'm saying there's a history. And there is local sympathy for this thing because it's a symbolic thing and people constantly see, there's a tokenism happening and it's allowed to happen. Right? So, I don't know.
Let me tell you, see,
your question,
Chandan, I'm in Bengaluru right now and we covered it. We covered it, extensively today, this issue, Chandan. We covered it extensively and there is a lot of anger also in the people, right? There is a lot of anger. They say that, the people of Karnataka have been taken for granted, etc., right? Now, while you agree with the sentiment on the ground, right? And who are the people that built Karnataka? Of course, Kannadigas built Karnataka, right? But it is also the IT capital. So whatever happens here has an impact on, you spoke about brand Bengaluru. It has an impact on brand Bengaluru. It also reflects poorly on what happens across India, right? My question is to Madhu. Madhu, why is it that nobody from your party has spoken about this issue on record at the state level? Are you afraid of taking a stand in Karnataka on this issue? Why are you not speaking? Why is your party not speaking?
No, absolutely, Niranjan. The fact of the matter remains that we need to understand a little bit of constitution. There is a 1955-56 State Reorganization Act, where is a linguistic basis the states have been formed, and we need to respect it. We are respecting it. The fact of the matter remains, there cannot be violence. We are not accepting the violence which has been perhaps passively allowed on this matter. Our only question is simple, Niranjan. We are for Kannada in the state of Karnataka. It's a predominant language. Fair enough. We agree and we second that. We are for it. The fact of the matter remains, how could the police or the administration allow such violence to have happened? The question is that where is the intent of the government and also the actions of the government? You are talking only about the actions. I even question the intentions of Mr. D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah. Is it a deflectionary tactic? What is it all about? That is what we are questioning it. So be it BJP or be it my leaders, these are the pertinent questions which the Congress has to answer.
Niranjan.
Yeah. Suman wanted to come in. Yes, Suman.
One quick point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Niranjan, there is one other element to this.
Yeah.
And the reason why this is most noticeable in Bengaluru is obviously because of the high visibility that it gets if something like this happens in Bengaluru versus it happening in some other part of Karnataka. Second, there is an element of resentment in Bengaluru which has been there for definitely the last 20-25 years. That gradually the Kannada identity of Bengaluru is being overrun by people who are coming in from other states. And that is something that, may not even educated liberal people would sort of off the record share with you in a conversation, saying that, they are sort of feeling marginalized. If you remember, Mumbai went through some kind of a similar phase where the Marathi Manus, the whole, the way Shiv Sena came up. One of the reasons for the emergence of Shiv Sena in Mumbai as a very powerful force was the feeling within the Marathi community that they were being marginalized in their own city. So something like that is a very strong sentiment in Bangalore. And I think that if, today it's a global city, not just a Karnataka city or an Indian city. So I think the government, whoever is in power there, must allay or must work on assuaging the sentiments of the local people there. And say that, look, they are, they are the sons of the soil, and their interests will always be protected. Something like that must be done. Otherwise, these kind of incidents will keep happening. And language is just an excuse for that.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll give 30 seconds to Chandan to wrap up. Spoke about Kannada identity. Suman, you spoke about Kannada identity. Let me tell you, the people and me being a Kannadiga myself, I can tell you that we are the most embracing people. We've really opened our arms and welcomed people to the people of across the country to Karnataka. We have a large heart, right? And you speak about identity. There are many ministers in Karnataka, I can tell you, who are from other states who don't even speak Kannada, right? It's a different matter. But Chandan, I wanted to come to you. It's all about handling. Chandan.
Niranjan, just like what Suman said, the government actually said, yes, this is important that we have to enforce this thing, that signboards have, the Kannada being prominently displayed, and we'll give you 2 months to do it. It's extremely handled reasonably and sympathetic.
Yeah.
So what happened today was untoward. Why would something like this happen before people have had a chance to respond to that request of the BBMP? Right. So this is, and they said again, it's a peaceful demonstration, but it's anyone's guess. If this was part of was planned, did things go out of hand? I don't know. I feel you will see tomorrow the state government will actually say that what happened ought not to have happened, and I think it's a way in which you do say. It matters that Kannada is given symbolic second. But some things can't pass like this, especially when people are
you can't, and it sends out a very wrong message, Chandan. It sends out an extremely wrong message. Chandan, Madhu and Suman, thank you for joining us.